So the project is this is going to be for Hanukkah for Alex. So Ellie found this really beautiful piece of driftwood, and then underneath it you can see there's a rock, a flat rock. At the moment, they're just two separate pieces, but I've got them sort of pushed together or stabilized together. These clamping and so it's the angles are right. That's all I'm trying to do is just get the angles right. There's some sunflower here. Anyway, so what I'm doing then is she picked whole places along the wood here where she wanted these little cups to go. Here's the cups. Right there, right? So we drilled a few, and we kind of did these together, and they're not bad. I mean, it's a little loose in here. This is the tricky one because this piece of wood right here, this part of this piece is really fragile, could break off really easy, so we couldn't put a lot of pressure on it, so that was tough. But we got this one right here, and this one right here drilled the other night. Now, I came out, it's Thanksgiving Day, and I came out to drill the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. So the first thing I did was I got it set up, stabilized on the bench, everything, at the right angles. So, and then I put in this drop line, what you call it? I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's a reference point for up and down. I wanted these candle cups that we've got here that would be glued in here like that. That's one I just did. So straight up and down, and then a candle goes in there, and that's the menorah. So that's what I'm building. So what I did first, this is the plan for the next 6 holes or whatever, is first I take, what is this? It's probably a, 3/16 or something like that drill, and I've got a piece of tape on there. I don't want to go any deeper than 1/2 an inch. So I've got that marked. And then I've got this one, so I drill first a little hole, make sure it's straight up and down, then I drill this hole and widen it out a little bit, and then finally I take this guy here, this spade bit, which, same marking, and then I'll make the hole big enough so that the base of the candle fits in there nice and tight, and then we'll glue it. So what I'm going to do next here, if I get this camera set up right, I've never done this before. So I'm going to pause this for a second while I'm going to get the camera set up so that you can watch me drilling. Okay, so we're back. I hope anyone will see about the camera angle. But what I'm doing with this little bit here is I've got it stabilized to the bench so that all the weight is basically right here at this point, and I'll show it the other way. But so this is sort of like the contact point right here all the way up this piece. So this is where I've got it anchored. So then the first thing I do is I've already drilled this one out, but I drill it down right to where the flag is. And then I come in, I did this one, that one's done. And now we're going to do this one here. And I'm just going to drill this. So I've got, I've got the string here. I don't know if it's in the camera or not, but I've got the string as a reference point for straight up and down. Plumb line, so it's plumb. There you go, that's the word I was looking for. So the first thing I did was I took this, the awl, poked a little hole so I get straight up and down going in, and now I'm going to drill this next hole. Trying to keep it, reference the plumb line so that I don't pretty much stay straight up and down. I hope so, that's the idea. And then down to the flag, nice and easy. So I've got I'm going to bring this around and point the camera so that you can see this from this direction. Okay, so I have it set up. It's kind of tippy, so the camera may fall over. So this is kind of looking at it longitudinally. So we looked at it before along this axis, and now we're this way. So that's why I have this plumb line here, so I can reference straight up and down. So what I've got is we started over here, which is kind of on the edge, but this is where this little fragile piece is right here that we drilled the other night. And then I stabilized it to the bench, and then I've got a piece of plywood here and then a shim to get all the weight. Remember, I was referencing this is where all of the weight or this is the contact point, right, or the stabilizing point of the whole piece, right? So I've got a finished hole here. I've got another little pilot hole drilled here, and here, I think. But what I first did was I went in with the awl, so I was, again, referencing this straight up and down, so I could get it started. So then, because I actually, down here at first, I think it was this one here, I was just wanted to drill one to completion. So, no, it was this one here. And there's an angle, right? So it's like this, it's not flat. So if I try to go down, it comes like this. So I'm like, well, shit. So I came in here and I got the awl and I started poking a hole. And I thought, well, that's a good idea, so I keep doing it all the way along, right? So that's kind of how I started these holes, was this little awl, which has still got all kinds of gunk all over it, because I don't keep my tools as clean as I should. Anyway, so now the next one I'm going to drill, I can't tell, I think I need to drill this one, but I'll do that from the side so you can see it. All right, let's see. I think I did, yeah, I did do this one. Yeah. Right, so I'm going down. That's the one I just did. And then this is the next one. So let's just make sure that I don't, trying to be really slow and careful here, because it would be just like me to go too far and go through the other side, which would be a mistake that I really would like to avoid if I can. It's going to be tough to drill these, because this is, I've got to put so much weight when you're using a spade bit. You really got to push down, otherwise I suppose I could push lightly and have it take forever, which is probably what I'll have to do, and I won't put you through that. But this is the last hole then that I want to put the pilot in, and this is probably the thinnest part of this piece. So this is kind of the scary one. All right, let me just, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually put my own fingers at risk because I know that if I start to break through, if I go really slow, I'll know it before I get there. So I'm just going to I'm not going to go with abandon, because I don't want to drill a hole in my finger. This is like really putting my body on the line here. I'm going real slow. And I did not go through, and I want to hit down to the end of the flag, which is just a little over a ½ inch, which is what I wanted. So, boom, there you go. Look, no blood. I didn't cut myself or drill into my fingers. Wow, I'm a great woodworker. No, I'm not, actually. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. So, I mean, I watch videos and stuff, and I'm making a video now, so I guess you could call this carpentry for dumbasses who've never really done much of it. Just kind of watch their grandpa do it and got ideas, and then listen to my wife about design, and here we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to make, I need to set this up different, I think. I mean, I guess I can hold, actually, I'm going to drill the next size into this one, because this one's really stable. So let me just change this bit real quick. And here's the thing. So I would be tempted. Where the heck did I put that bit? There it is. I would be tempted at this point, if I was in a hurry, say, screw it, I'm going to go from the little pilot hole right to this guy. No, I'm not doing that. That's what I want to do. That's what the laziness in me wants to do, but that's not what I'm going to do. I am going to try a different way. A way that actually doesn't screw stuff up. You just kind of take your time. So this is my first big experiment in taking my time. And it's actually warm enough here in the garage, because it's like 18 degrees outside, but it's sunny with no wind, so it's not bad if you're in the sun. In my garage, it's actually quite nice. I'm not cold, I'm not hot, I'm right perfect here. So here I go. Not really, I still have my reference line, I guess. All right, this is going to go really slow. I got to take this really slow. Okay, not that slow, but give me a freaking break. Actually, because I can put all of the weight down on this, I don't have to be quite as careful. So yeah, I'm going to drill this one to completion. since it's the one that I'm least likely to screw up. Yeah, I don't think I want to go any deeper than that. This is actually a really thick piece of the piece right here, or part of the piece. Right here is probably the thickest, one of the thickest places on the whole piece. So that's why this is perfect for me to video, because I'm least likely to screw it up and embarrass myself. So let me get another shim. I have a theory that that's what all the guys on video do, is they only show you the stuff they didn't screw up. And then you think, wow, these guys are amazing. When in fact, they probably screwed stuff up all the time. Good God, this is freaking thick. Yeah, my clamp here is coming loose, but I can still put a lot of pressure on that and be okay. So now I actually have 2 cordless drills because I splurged. I have this one, which is just sort of your basic run-of-the-mill Black & Decker. Okay, got that. And then this same battery, same family of tools, Black & Decker. This is an impact drill, and it actually has an advantage in this case, because with an impact drill, and I actually didn't know this when I bought it, but it's true. With an impact drill, it's designed to, like, well, you probably all know what it does. All right, I'm just, I'm learning myself. But anyway, so I'm going to drill this, and you'll see that you'll kind of hear it kind of click when I'm doing it, and it means that it's like it's putting little impacts into. That's what I call it, an impact drill, evidently. Little impacts so that it like shakes stuff loose, right? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to drill this. Enough talk. See that clicking? This is the part that makes this drill, or this bit, a pain in the ass to use. And this is the part that scares me as I go up this. See, if I really go at it, listen. Hear that clicking? It's because it's like putting little impacts in there, which I actually don't like. So what this does is it forces me to go slow. Actually a good thing, right? Ooh, the other problem with this project is that the wood is so uneven, right? I mean, it's just, there's nothing that's flat and level. See, this thing is, okay, well, I'm not happy with that, because it's not going in right. I basically don't have to get it perfectly up and down, I don't think, because once I have it in there, then I can kind of glue it and stabilize it with glue, right? Make sure it's straight up and down in that way. So it doesn't have to be straight up and down. I just need it to be essentially straight up and down. So this is kind of shitty right here because I can't get it to... Yeah, this is not... Okay, so yeah, the easiest one, and not really. So I think I'm gonna have to work with that hole. I don't really want to drill anymore, because I can take wood out, but I can't really put it back. So see, that's the thing. Look at this. See, it goes in. All of my work. This is funny. All of my work to try and get that son of a bitch to be straight up and down. And look at this. It's kind of sun flare here. Let me change the side here. Okay. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, yeah, all that, see, all this work to make sure I had a nice straight reference line to work off of. And what do I get? Let's see where we get it in the camera. That. So this is why this is woodworking for dumbasses. So I have to get creative now, which, where is it? There it is. Yeah, I have to get creative now. So I have what I need. I just need it actually to take maybe a little bit more of... let's get this in the camera. Where is it? This is the one we did together. I may have to end up having her come out here. We did some stuff to make it work, but anyway, this is what I got right here. Now, if I take a little bit more of this right here out, right in here, I might be able to pull that. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to not make you watch that because I'm scared to make you watch it. So I'm going to stop and then we'll come back and see how it went. So I was looking at this and I was thinking, first I was thinking back here needs to go away. That's not true. This part, this built up part back here needs to go away. And I need to have, it's going to be covered by the cup. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just like a smooth round area because it's going to be covered by the cup. So I just need to remove some of this wood here so that I can fit this cup down in here straight up and down, right? There it is. Yeah, straight up and down. Because right now it's like that because there's too much wood back here. So I'm going to work on getting that out of there. And then I'll let you know how it goes. I was just looking and I was thinking, you know, what would be a brilliant idea is if there was a tool, like a rotary tool that I could use to clean that wood out of there. I was thinking to myself, God, I wish I had a rotary tool like that. And I thought, wait a minute. I was at Menards. I think it was earlier this year. And what did I buy? Oh my God, it's a Dremel. I think that might actually be a good tool to use here. My God, I'm brilliant. I've done it. I've broken through. So yeah, we're going to use a Dremel. I'll let you know how it turns out. Because I'm not going to use freaking chisels, which is what I was thinking before. I was like, maybe chisels or a little screwdriver. I could kind of just like chisel it out with a little screwdriver. I thought, God, I wish there was a mechanical way to do that with that drill. No, that's not going to work out. God, it's just, there's got to be something. And I thought, oh, you know what? There's this Dremel that I bought. So yeah, that's where I got to this brilliant idea of doing this. So again, carpentry or woodworking for dumbasses, or at least really inexperienced people who just are kind of making shit up as they go along, and luckily bought the right tool. Okay, we're back just for a sec here. So step one, buy the right tool, and like just remember it enough that you bought actually the perfect tool for this project and hadn't opened it yet. So, and then I thought, oh, this is great. I have a Dremel, but this one's totally different than the last one I had. So now I have to resort to this. This is fucking ridiculous. It's Thanksgiving. It's, what time is it? It's 20 minutes to 2. My wife is inside baking and cooking and has been on her feet for like the last 24 hours straight, and I don't know how she's still standing up. And then there's this dumbassness, this crazy fuckery that I'm trying to do. And then I just, thought, well, I'm going to do this right. I'm going to make this thing perfect and she's going to be so happy. And I don't know how to use the Dremel yet, so I have to do that. So I'll be back.